Théo Hayez remains a mystery, vanished in Byron Bay 3 years ago.
Théo Hayez was 18 years old. He left a backpacker bar in Byron Bay just after 11 o'clock. His phone kept transmitting data after that. It traced him away from the town center and toward the Cape Byron headland, the easternmost point of mainland Australia. And then the trail disappeared into the dark. He was never found. No body, no clear answers. A digital trail that leads towards steep coastal cliffs. And a family still waiting more than 7 years later for the truth. So what happened in those final hours after Théo left the bar? And why does his family still believe not every question has been answered? Théo Hayez was from Belgium. He was 18 years old, fresh out of school, doing what thousands of young Europeans do every year, traveling Australia on a working holiday visa. He arrived in Byron Bay on May 29, 2019. He checked into the Wake Up hostel. He had only been in town a short time. By every account, he was happy. He was exploring. He was exactly where he wanted to be. Byron Bay in late May is still warm. The town is small, relaxed, full of backpackers, surfers, and travelers passing through. The kind of place where young people feel safe, where the biggest decision most nights is which bar to go to. On the night of May 31st, Théo went out. He ended up at Cheeky Monkey's, a backpacker bar on Johnson Street, well known in Byron Bay, loud and busy on a Friday night. He was with people he had met at the hostel. He had a few drinks, he talked to people, he danced. By every account from those who saw him that evening, he seemed fine, happy even. Nothing about his behavior suggested anything was wrong. At approximately 11:03 p.m., security footage captured him leaving the bar alone. He was then seen on CCTV walking away from the town center, away from his hostel, and away from any obvious destination. He was never definitively seen again. No one later came forward with a confirmed sighting that could place him after those final cameras. No taxi driver, no late-night pedestrian, no clear CCTV image elsewhere in town. But his phone was still on. Here is the strange part. Théo's phone continued generating data after he disappeared. And that data told investigators a very specific story. After leaving the bar, he moved through Byron Bay and away from where he should have been headed if he were simply walking back to his hostel. The most precise location data showed him reaching the Cozy Corner area shortly after midnight. After that, mobile network evidence suggested the phone continued across the Cape Byron headland, toward the lighthouse and the cliff line. The trail did not end immediately. At 12:55 a.m. and 12:56 a.m., messages were sent from his phone. After about 1:02 a.m., the phone dropped off the network. Hours later, at 6:17 a.m., it briefly reconnected before disappearing again. And then, nothing. No confirmed contact, no explanation, no sign of Théo. In the days that followed, concern turned into alarm. His passport was still at the hostel. His belongings were still there. There was no note, no indication he had planned to leave Byron Bay, no sign of any intended trip, no message to family or friends suggesting anything other than a normal night out that should have ended back at his bed. On June 6, 2019, he was formally reported missing. Police were notified. A search began. And then the search grew into something much larger. Over the following days and weeks, hundreds of volunteers joined the search for Théo Hayez. It became one of the largest missing persons searches in New South Wales history. Police, the State Emergency Service, helicopters, drones, dog teams, and police divers all took part. They searched the bushland around Cape Byron in overlapping grids. They abseiled down sections of the cliff face. They searched the ocean from boats and from the air. The search went on for weeks. His family flew from Belgium. His parents and his sister arrived in Byron Bay and joined the search. They found almost nothing. The most significant item recovered was Théo's gray Puma cap, found weeks later in Bushland inside a Rockwall National Park, not far from the headland. But there was no body, no conclusive evidence of what had happened.